West Moto. Let's go have some fun. I'll definitely do it again. So we're out here, Charles City Dirt Riders, checking this place out and pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. And that's why I like riding these bikes so much, because that's what it's all about. Notice I have bark busters on my bike. And you're gonna say, but Finn West Moto, you're on a motocross track. Why do you have bark busters on? If you haven't seen any of my other videos, it's because I race hare scrambles. Tight single tracks, what I love. It still pushes me out of my comfort zone, but when it all comes down to it, that's what I'm looking for. And that's why I'm out here at this motocross track, because I need to learn how to jump this bike. I'm gonna stop running away from it. I'm gonna face it, and I'm gonna learn how to jump it. I think we can all relate to that is being a dirt bike rider, we all have that determination to just get out there, do it, deal with the wrecks, deal with if you break something on your bike or yourself, and just push yourself to your limits, definitely out of your comfort zone. The adrenaline going, you want that sense of satisfaction knowing you did something that you didn't think you could do, or you and your bike couldn't do, you're unsure of, or any of the circumstances, but you did it. You can be proud of, and nobody can take that away from you. Now, I've only been riding seriously a couple years, and by serious, I mean determined to learn the technical ways of how to ride these bikes, how to race them, how to feather them in and out of these trails, and now I'm trying to learn how to jump them, and to me that's important. I don't know everything about how to race them, how to turn tight corners, how to race on flat tracks, how to jump. I don't know a whole lot about any of that stuff, but I do know that I'm determined to learn about it, to understand it, and to push myself in, to put myself in those situations, to put my bike through those situations, and coming out on the other side with a sense of accomplishment. I've always been the type of person that if you're up against an obstacle, you're unsure of, you want to jump on it 100%, 100 miles an hour, figure everything out as you can, and push yourself past your limit, because that's the only way you're going to learn how to be good at it. Now in this situation, this is basically my first time really trying to get into a motocross track. I've been on a few of them. I wasn't comfortable with them. I did not like them because I was so focused on doing hare scramble races and looking for the next tight single track area. Motocross was completely out of my picture. It's time to get over that. And these few laps, I noticed I started getting faster. I started getting more confidence, started getting more familiar with the jumps. What that is going to do is get me more prepared for next time I come out here, so I can be quicker, more familiar with this place, a lot more confidence, and have a better time and a lot more understanding on how I'm going to end up jumping this bike later in the long run with the bigger jumps. Because it's not going to stop here. Oh no, this is just the beginning. So for anybody that has a motocross background that can give me any tips, tricks, hints, whatever, on basically anything when it comes to jumping a YZ250 or any two-stroke, let me know. I greatly appreciate any kind of information or knowledge thrown my way. I'll put it to good use next time I'm out here. You can guarantee it. I'm going to run another lap, checking this place out, showing you guys what it's all about. Let me know if you have any tips. Any information is greatly appreciated, whether it's good or bad. there's a lot of things that I noticed while being on this track that I've done to my bike that doesn't like being on a motocross track. Besides the carburetor, gnarly pipe that I installed, the suspension setup and all of that, it's not meant for the motocross track. I understand that. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to try and figure out a decent middle ground to where we can do some motocross, we can do some hair scrambles, mix it all up, and see what we can come up with. I was fortunate enough to meet a couple cool guys out here. We got together, started riding together, did a couple laps on this track, just enjoyed a good ride together. Now this guy is on a 2018 Honda 450, CRF 450. He was telling me about the different mapping styles you could incorporate in it, how you can change it all up for whatever type of riding you're doing. And I was impressed with the bike, but I was also kind of set back with it because it's going to make it very hard to work on if something goes wrong, besides taking it to the dealership. No, I'm not knocking it. I really am impressed with the mapping styles that Honda put on this bike, that Yamaha is putting on their bikes as well. I don't know about KTMs or Huskies or any of the other newer models. Because I ride a 97, my bike doesn't have all those bells and whistles, but it's impressive, and maybe one day I'll end up getting one. The biggest downfall I saw with this 2018 CRF 450 was it did not have a Kickstarter. It was only electric start, so if your battery's not charged or your battery dies, you're stuck. There's no Kickstarter, and I basically just wanted to know why they didn't put one on it. But overall, it's an awesome bike. It's got amazing torque. What Honda is doing with these bikes, and Yamaha, KTM maybe, I'm not sure. What they're doing with them with the mapping, changing styles and all of that, where you're rider friendly, is amazing. I'm really looking forward to the future, to what they're gonna bring out to make it more user friendly and make it work more rider friendly, and hopefully still capable of being worked on in your garage. Because if you're anything like me, you like getting your hands dirty, you like tearing your bike apart, you like learning how it all works and how you can rebuild it and upgrade it. And it's just part of the riding experience, in my opinion, and that's part of it that I absolutely love. So there's a section coming up here that I just keep overshooting. I know it's coming up, I know I'm gonna overshoot it, and I do it anyways because there's a little jump right here that I just have to nail. Every time I hit it, I ended up, sometimes I come off to the right there and actually had to go around this turn. But as soon as you land, I'm slamming on the brakes, trying not to wreck basically, and still kind of make that corner right there. I know it's coming up, but I just can't help myself. I want to hit the jump and the overshooting the turn. Okay. I'm out here to have a good time. I'm not a professional. I'm in no way, shape, or form a professional. I'm a C-Class hair scramble racer that's on a motocross track. Of course, I'm going to make mistakes, but I'm going to enjoy doing it too. So the unfortunate part that we're running into here is my buddy Steve over here that we're passing by. I wanted to follow him so we can kind of give you guys a good viewpoint on the air we're getting off of these jumps, because obviously you can't really tell while you're having a point of view visual of what I'm doing right now. And really, you're never going to get the full experience. You're never going to get everything, the package deal, unless you're actually out here and you're actually jumping these bikes off of these jumps and getting the whole experience. And to me, that's important. I can make YouTube videos all day long on how to jump a bike or how much air we're getting or the track that we're doing and all of that, but you're never really going to get the full experience and the feel of it until you're out there and you're actually doing it. Normally, from what I understand, they actually have a water truck that comes out, and they water the track, and they do it regularly, and it's extremely well groomed. On this day, they actually had a class, up at the front, a smaller track. They had the water system up there, and they wanted to pay more attention to that section with the beginners trying to get into actually learning how to ride a dirt bike and different aspects of that. So I understand that it's a little dusty out here, it's a little sandy. So make sure you don't take what you see here in consideration as far as this is how it looks all the time, because it definitely does not. From my understanding, normally when they don't have classes, they have the watering truck down here, they're spraying the track down, they're raking it, they're grooming it, so it can flow a little bit better. So I'm going around this track. I've gone around, I don't know how many different times, so I'm getting comfortable with it. Find myself getting a little too comfortable to where I'm pushing it a little too much. Sometimes when you push it a little too much, you end up in this position right here. Coming up to the lip of that jump, I gave a little too much throttle to come off when you're supposed to have a smooth throttle transition. I ended up almost over the handlebars and scared the life out of me. It was awesome.
Almost got me. I came up, started going over. Yep.
I mean, you think you set up good, next thing you know, I was like riding the front wheel, drove it out.
That just means you're having fun. Now you got that one out of the way, you should be good.
You're up next, man.
Nope. I don't think I've ever tried to do that.
This guy is on the KTM 300. He actually over jumped and landed hard, and you could hear the suspension just screaming. That was awesome. So this is part one of 3 different parts. I have a grass track video coming out. I have their hair scramble track video coming out. They have a lot of good stuff out here at Charles City Dirt Riders. If you've never been here and you're in Virginia and you get a chance to check it out, definitely come out here and check them out. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I'm gonna put one out every week. Until next week, thanks for watching. I'm Tin West Moto. I'll see you on the starting line.